Hey everybody, it's Rebel Builder, and we are looking here at the Naboo Starfighter. This is the latest version. This is the 2015 version, and this set has 442 pieces. So at first glance, right away you can tell you don't just get a starship, you get lots of accessories, a couple of droidicas, and quite a few minifigures, so let's break this down and take a look at it. Let's start by taking a look at the ship here. This is certainly not the first version of this ship. They've done quite a few over the years, but I think this one turned out pretty well. They have lots of stickers here. Stickers here on the side next to R2, and then a bunch here. This yellow wedge. Kind of too many stickers in my opinion, but I think the ship turned out really well. Some of the features here, you can see this pin sticking out underneath, and this we can use to pop out R2. The cockpit opens up and we can see Anakin sitting in there. Just a simple little tile with a sticker on it. We can look down in front here and we see some spring-loaded missiles here. In this red Technic pin on the bottom, this is actually the firing mechanism, and it's actually really clever. It's got kind of a triangle, three-pointed Technic connector, and so this pivots, so you just shoot it one side to the next, and off they go. My only complaint is it's really touchy. Every time I pick up the ship, I'm shooting those missiles off, and it's almost hard to get them in there without launching them away. And then one thing you notice here is how the ship was sitting up, and they actually built this stand that the ship rests on. There's actually a turntable there, so it does turn around. We got some tiles on there, and the ship just has this spot here, just sits right on it. I do think the stand is a cool feature. I kind of wish more ships came like that, but the way the ship sits, it sits up a little high in that hangar scene in the Phantom Menace. So I think that was kind of a critical aspect of how the ship is shown in the movie, that it's balancing up on some sort of stand or levitating. So aside from the ship, we get lots of accessories. This is a little push cart, I guess. There's some wheels on it. It rolls back and forth, but it holds an extra 4 spring-loaded missiles. We get a little cargo box here. This one simply pops open, and we've got some blasters inside. And you can access the ship with this cool ladder that sits right next to it. These black steps, that's all kind of one piece. It was kind of unusual to me. And then here you get this little fueling station. This tube is pretty new, so it's not curling very well. You can see some controls, and then this mechanism plugs into the side of the ship to fuel it up. You get a couple of really cool droidicas or destroyer droids. You know, these are similar builds to some of the other ones, but I think they're just a little different. I think the triangle panels here, those were kind of new. But these are pretty cool. I enjoy building these every time they come with a set here, and these ones look nice. And of course, we've got to have some battle droids here. I think it's interesting, this design hasn't changed since they first came out. 2 battle droids and then a battle droid commander there with some of the orange paint on him. Then we get a version of Anakin Skywalker, and he's got the short legs on him, and then he's got this big head hairpiece. I'm not really fond of that. I think it kind of looks too big. But he also comes with a helmet that he puts on when he's flying the ship. And of course we get R2-D2. He's the same familiar version we've seen for the last couple of years now. On the right there is a Naboo pilot. He's got the same helmet that Anakin has, and he also has some handcuffs included. And on the left is the young Obi-Wan Kenobi. Really cool cape. I like that he has a cape. He's got his blue lightsaber. The really cool, you know, torso printing on his chest, and legs has some cool printing. Overall, I thought this was a decent set. It's not my favorite ship in the Star Wars universe, but I think they did a pretty good job representing it. The yellow is definitely a distinct color, and I kind of get stuck in my kind of gray world, so it was kind of nice to do something different. I think they could have, you know, not included some of these accessories, maybe a couple less minifigures. You know, we've got plenty of battle droids at this point. So I think they could have left off some of that stuff and just included the ship and maybe Anakin and R2 and made this out a little cheaper, but really that's kind of a minor complaint for me. All in all, I was pretty happy with it. But please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Thanks, everybody.